Holy shit. Seriously, man, I'm telling you. A lot of this, I'm just blown away by all of this now. I really don't know what to, oh my god. People, I'm telling you, it's some of the shit that these people are doing. Wow. Oh my god, I'm telling you, sometimes I see these, what they're doing, and it's like, right, you can't play this at the moment because it's, violating this, it's violating that. And it's stupid because obviously, fair enough, these people are the ones who are like, we want the ad revenue, we want to make money on this, not you, it's not yours, la-di-blah-di-da. Which, alright, that's fair enough, that can be yours. But then, when they literally just stop it, it's like, wow, you don't even want to make any ad revenue whatsoever on it. So, yeah, Dragon, yeah, do it, man. It's, send me one on Twitter. That'll be great. Set time the video will be awesome. I'll give that a little look. But, yeah, man, I'm telling you, the way YouTube is set up for everything now, it just, I really can't seem to fathom what they're thinking of. I seriously can't. Because some of the stuff that they do and some of the things they come out with, it's one thing that annoys me the most at this moment in time is that you've got the people like Will Smith, you got Jack Black, all these huge superstars and everyone else. Brie Larson doesn't really count because, well, she's not exactly raging into the millions. But if they make an edgy joke, they're fine. Monetized, they're allowed to do everything they want. But if I said the same joke, I'd either have a strike, or I'd get the video demonetized, or the video would be deleted. 100%. For violation of their community rules. Because we saw it with Brie Larson, one thing that she had was, as soon as her channel went live, it was verified and she was able to make money off the very first video. It's like, come on. That's only because of who she is. And no one really gets that type of pity party, really, because they're allowing her just to come onto the platform that is made by other people. Ones like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. The people like Markiplier and all them, the ones who made this what it is. Made by you, because it was called YouTube. Then Google bought it, and it was still the same until Susan took over a couple of years ago. Which, see that I gave that Mary, yeah. See this, that one there, mate. I don't know what was going on with that woman. We remember the one on Twitter, yeah, where she chucked the dog. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, here, if that happened around my area and people knew who she was, it'd be the end of her. Because you do not do that to animals, man. You just don't do it. But, so we can't look at funny videos because of that. For some unknown reason, because, well, those people are idiots. That is true. Only revenue counts to them now, because obviously with all the huge ones, the ones who make millions and millions of dollars a year, that is after YouTube has taken their cut. Like, one of the biggest examples is that Ryan's toy review. Obviously, a couple of years ago, I think it was like 3-4 years in a row, he was the highest paid YouTuber. The kid is 7. It's crazy. Let's have a quick look, actually. Review net worth. Roma, third time the charm, fingers crossed. I'm not going to play any copyrighted shit now or anything. So we're going to look at documents. Very boring. But this one we're going to look at the moment. So we're going to just have a quick look. Because this here... the stream... the first stream, it was a bad connection. We think Amber Heard and her bots got in touch with us. And they just tried doing a bit of stipping. But then... the second one, I put on a try not to laugh challenge. And the stream got blocked because of them. Great. That is true life of sarcasm. It is. I'm going to get to 500,000. I'm going to do it by the year's out. No, I'm not. No fucking chance. But yeah. So we'll have a little look here what this, the Ryan of Ryan's tour review is worth. Because this kid is just... It's just crazy. So, this is what we got. So, Ryan's tour review. There he is. So, 2015, he posted a first video. He was 3 years of age. 3 years of age. To me, that's just his parents like, oh, just go on, we'll do this now and everything else. So, in 2018... he earned $22 million. $22 million. For what? Just to ask you, he was 6. It's absolutely crazy. The kid's most viewed video has almost 2 billion views. I'm telling you guys, I'm in the wrong business here, I'm telling you. So what we'll do, because I know obviously there's been a lot of changes now. A lot of changes in YouTube. So we got Ryan's World here, 26.7 million. All comments are turned off, I know that. Because it is a kid's one. But we'll go on videos and we'll see what his most popular one is, shall we? 2 billion views. Oh my god. We are the Russian bots. Yeah, there we go. This is him, yeah, Meg, this is him. It's a huge egg, surprise, just opening eggs. 2 billion views, man. It's absolutely crazy. We'll have a look about, so how many's... 42 billion. 42 billion views. But obviously he's got all of this, and when a lot of stuff came out, they changed the rules on YouTube. And they were literally like, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. Where they turned all comments off. They got rid of all the spam. Because a lot of the things he was doing as well, he was just, oh, look, there's me. Yay! In the top corner. I'm not even subscribed to myself. Hey, Miss Glow, how are we this evening? How are we? But everything about it is just crazy. Because a 6-year-old is worth that. And yes, I have got Logan Paul by here because in the last couple of months, I've actually really enjoyed his content. Shoot me for it, but I have really enjoyed it. Mostly because of his boxing fight, but we're going to open up again. We're going to open back up, people. We're going to open up wide. A little bit too wide. There we go. Oza. Still got the, we've got the little things by there still. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing okay. Stream is going well at the moment, so fingers crossed. Lad Bayman's reviews are better. I don't know who they are. Say obviously with Ryan's tour review, because I got a niece who's 9. She was like, "Oh, have you seen this? Do you watch this?" I'm like, "I don't watch that, darling. I don't watch it." But with her, I absolutely love my niece, and say whenever I go out, she always wants to buy something from him, and I'm like, "No, you do not buy anything from him." I'm not too bad, Miss Glow. I'm doing alright at the moment. Just a nice bit of chill out night. Got the mood lighting. Got some music in the background. And I thought I'd just have a little chat with everyone. But, third time's the charm. Fingers crossed that this stream doesn't go. Saffron, thank you with the $5. Thank you so much. That... Mwah. Any news when the judge will be out with a decision for JD? Thank you for all you do, Geek. Oh, thank you very much. That means a lot. At this moment in time, we've been given so many different dates because a lot of people were saying, and a lot of legal people, it would be the second week or the second end of the second week of September because they normally have the first 2 weeks of September off, then they come back and they do it. But then they were like, no, it's going to be October now. So they had all the September off, which is very unlike them, some of them. But then they went into it and they were like, right, okay, this is what we're going to do. And we're going to do this. So a lot of us, myself included, we were like, right, okay, maybe the first week of October, maybe the second. We're in the second week now and it's looking like it could be the end of the month. which is so annoying because a lot of us just want to hear it and just be like, you keep losing me. Oh, no, Judith, no, don't lose me. Yeah, we're just getting really annoyed at it now because just the evidence that JD and his team gave to everyone. It's like, well, we've got the evidence. Everything has gone towards them. They've got rid of. And it's like, well, this is what we need. But then obviously you had his sister and her where they were just... One of the things where they had to meet up beforehand because they were like, oh, don't spill the water. They were like, yes, we need to do this. We need to discuss certain topics. But then they were like, well, why has that changed in your statement from before? So obviously they had to confer with each other and say, oh, we got to change this date for that date. But Hamager, the top 5 French films, sadly, it keeps getting blocked. I tried uploading it now 3 times. Each time it's had different clips or it's had very short clips. And it's one thing I'm actually thinking of doing is doing a live stream with it instead. But because I should be able to try and slice it up a little bit more and just play it now and again. So I'll probably do that towards the end of the week if I can. Because it's a good video. I spent hours on that one. Because it's a lot more than just speaking to the camera. You know, I gotta go through the stories and everything else. And mask. I dealt with a mask the other day. What type of mask first? But Habinger, yeah, let's see. For the French films, fingers crossed. End of the week, I'll try and do a live stream in the evening, and we can go through it that way. Because I absolutely love this one. It's got 2 of my favourite films of all time on it, and for French horror films, they're usually not big on story. No horror film really is, and it just goes straight in. And I think it's because they haven't really been done. So we'll give that a go. Shakespeare anime that'll be premiering soon. It's called Requiem of the Rose King. Ooh! Based on Richard III. I haven't heard of that. But that sounds very intriguing. Because to be honest with you, Richard III I absolutely love. I love that by Shakespeare. And I also love Macbeth and Hamlet. Hamlet is one of my favourite plays ever. Oh, Carol, YouTube just hates me in the last couple of days. No problem, Roma. It's great to have you here, and thanks for moderating. And also, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Have a nice afternoon, mate. Have a nice evening. Yeah, the Raid films. Well, I think they're from not Philippines. Because I absolutely love the Raid films with Gareth Evans, the guy who wrote and directed them, is a Welsh guy. Say no more. Absolutely love him. I think they're Indonesian, I think. Yeah, Indonesian action film. And for that, the Raid's, done by Gareth Evans, the Welsh guy, like I was saying, which is absolutely amazing. Yeah, Habinger, they were, for some unknown reason, again, I think you can show something like, I think it's either 10 seconds and under. Anything over 10 seconds, they can copyright strike you and just get you done for anything. They can block it, they can take the revenue, they can block it in certain parts of the world. That's the one that cracks me up the most. But apart from all of that, though, I just absolutely love French horror films. And say, obviously, one guy on it who wrote and directed one, he also done the remake, the Hills of Eyes remake. If anyone has seen that, let me know in the chat, because I absolutely love that film. But there's quite a few things I think are absolutely amazing. Thank you, Life of Sarcasm. Thank you. It's me. I don't know what's going on with all this. It's just done my nutting. So the first time, for some reason, the system shut down, but it's been fine since then. Thank God. But then YouTube blocked me again. And they just seem to hate me at the moment. But fingers crossed that this can keep going, and I thank you ever so much for the €5, mate. Heart goes out. Thank you very much. But you know what? I'm actually thinking of... Have I got anything over here that we could potentially watch together? Let's have a little look. Because I may have something I could put on, but no noise or anything. No, I haven't got me yet. Damn it, that's not in there. But you're sewing beer bug masks. Nice. We'll see. I've got the music in the background. And, we've got the chill music. Just having a little laugh, a little joke. I was going to say that I could sing to you, but I got a terrible voice. I got a lovely accent, but it's just horrible. Right, on a quick look at a few things, quickly. Yes, there we go. Important notification. Video received a copyright claim. A copyright? Yeah, there we go. What have we got for it? So, what they've done for the last stream that was actually taken down, they've... Content used. It was actually one single part. It was 12 minutes until 13 minutes. So it was 1 minute in that video clip we were watching. And someone copyrighted it. And they're like, ad revenue paid to copyright owner. How stupid is that? Terrible. That's all I gotta say about that. Terrible. Disgusting. Oh, playing GTA Vice City. Oh, I love that game so much. Again, I got a copyright claim for that a couple of months ago. They just hate me. Yeah, Life Cycle it was on that one. It was for the, you know what? Life of Sarcasm, I'm going to have you, and I'm going to have Carol as well. There we go. Because I'm getting quite a few things popping up that I can't, you know what I mean. And, so, I'd love to play Vice City next stream. The biggest problem with that is I won't be able to have any music on in the game. Because I did a stream with GTA about 7 months ago. I done like a 3 or 4 hour stream and it just went boop, blocked. After I got off, it was a copyright claim for the Ozzy Osbourne song Back at the Moon. But less than a 1 minute and 30 minutes video. Yep, that's what it is. Well, I do have a Twitch set up, but at the moment in time, I do have... I use YouTube a lot, so all my entire system's set up for YouTube. I could do Twitch with their own studio they got, but it's not that good at this moment in time. My favourite horror movies for Halloween, I will be. That is one of my videos I got planned. I currently got one in the works of my top 5 portrayals of Dracula, because there's quite a few people, like I said, they've had over 200 different views of Dracula on film and TV. And a lot of them are great, a lot of them are bad, but that's my next video after the French one, the French horror films. But I do have one coming on Halloween round there, so not 2 weeks yesterday, 2 weeks yesterday, so 2 weeks today actually it'll be going live. 2 weeks, yes, what's going on? But yeah, so what we got, if you critique the video instead of just watching them, you're good as per. That is true, but they will still copyright it, and if I dispute it, then they'll have all my information. And I've seen a lot of people, they've disputed them, and they've lost quite a few things. So it's like, to be honest, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't care about that, And plus, it's a live stream anyway, so it's, if they stop it, they stop it. If I've got to start up again, I've got to start up again. But you are right, though, if I do critique it, that does come under fair use. Problems with the cops, we always do. My money, Tommy, my money. Oh yes. You got a PC horror game you could play live. It's Halloween soon. Yes, Meg. I am actually looking. There's a couple of games out at the moment for PC. I want to try and play that Phasmophobia or Phantasophobia, which a lot of people have actually been mentioning to me, and I must admit, it looks great. So I probably will end up playing that in 2 weeks' time as well. Because I have seen so many people play it. I've seen so many people lose their shit over it and just literally get scared. And I'm like, yes, that's what I want. It was cool. It was a nice couple of hours GTA Vice City was. And I just want GTA 6 now. That's all I want. I haven't played number 5 in a while. Bela Lugosi, Miss Glow. he is actually he's my third choice. He is. So it's got quite a few people, and say my number one is Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman all the way. Angela Anderson, love your coverage on AH. Beastly. Can't see any. Yeah, thank you so much. Carl, gasp. Yeah, see, I don't need to say it because I got a few things going on, and there's been quite a few coming through where in each show in a hindsight, so a few people have left as well who were moderators. So we've got rid of them. Well, they've left. I haven't got rid of them. I'm not a gangster or anything. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. But there's a lot of stuff in Vice City that I absolutely love. And to be honest with you, I wish they did just remaster it, because I'd buy that in an instant. If they just remade Vice City and said it's GTA 6, I'd give them £100. I would. Because I've bought GTA 5... 4 times. Yeah. I had it on the Xbox 360. I had it on the PS3. I've got it on the PS4. And I've also got it on the PC. So I'll probably, when I get a PS5, I'll have it on there as well. So that'd be sick. Oh my god, that'd be 5 times. I bought GTA 5 times. It's crazy. It's like a guy I watch on YouTube called Uncaged Games. He's a Mortal Kombat fanatic. And he just goes out and buys anything Mortal Kombat, which I think would be kind of cool, to try and do one day. Not Mortal Kombat, but ask you lot, what would you like to see me buy randomly, and then just buy a shit ton of it. Well, to go in the chat. Greta Van Fleet released a new song. They're trying to do some stuff on Zeppelin. Yeah, they actually got quite a Led Zeppelin feel to him. Congrats. Yeah, okay. If you can test your application. That's it. If you got it, and if you got the money and everything else, go for it. But most of these companies, they're the ones who will fight you tooth and nail, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't got that kind of money for a lawyer. I can't hire Adam Waldman, sadly. Tommy Vercetti. You know what? Tommy Vercetti is my favourite protagonist in all of GTA. Yes, GTA 5, the actual story mode was a little bit short compared to the others. It was a bit bland as well, but I think they were going for that Hollywood style. Bella Legosi, thank you and welcome to coming to the chat. Yeah, it's what's going over at the moment in Portland. It's shocking, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot of stuff here on the news and obviously on Twitter and everything else, and I just like, how is this happening? How is the people allowing that to happen to their city? It's just crazy, and I feel sorry for everyone who are just like, come on guys, just get on with it, stop this. Theme Hospital, haha. Oh, Vice City on VR, oh my god. So many hours, yeah, it is. I've had so many hours on all of these. It's oh god. Last year, because PlayStation, they put out a like a tally of what your hours were on PlayStation, and my hours overall, I had 522 hours on Grand Theft Auto 5, which just blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, I spent that many hours last year playing that game. And I was busy as hell last year as well. I remember that. I was doing editing for a lot of people. I was also trying to go out and go away and stuff. And I was like, that's a shit ton of hours. 522 hours. And Dead by Daylight was like 200 hours. And I was like, oh my god. There is no wonder that I'm a gaming freak. I'll have to give them a go, Dave. I'll have to give them a go. The Chai or Chi, is it? COVID cases are crazy at the moment. They are. Like I say, here now it's well, they're saying now that there could be another national lockdown and some other crap, and it's just what the hell. Hey, Tiffany. Oh, no. $500 relationship shorter than that. Yeah, you probably have, mate. I know I have for a fact. And it's just, I've just played so much of it. But, I'll go back to Dracula a moment. Like I say, Bella is my third. Gary Oldman's my all-time number one. I absolutely love Gary Oldman's Dracula. Best ever for me. And number 2 is Christopher Lee. Good old Christopher Lee, Hammer House. Has to be. The first Mortal Kombat. Oh my god. The first. Amiga, Commodore 64. Right, Meg. I still got... It's not down here. I believe I got it in the attic. I will have to fish it out. I still have the Spectrum ZX. With the little keyboard and the little tape player. I had all that given to me by my grandfather. It was my first ever computer. And I just absolutely loved it. And if I could still play it, I would. But I haven't got a TV that could take it. And I know you can buy some adapters. But I can't be bothered with that. I just want to plug and play. Commodore 64. Yeah, that's, that's one of the biggest ones going. Like, see, the ZX Spectrum for me. I learned a little bit of coding on that. Sadly, when I was growing up, it wasn't exactly a great thing in my school to do. They just didn't like it. They didn't even teach it. IT came in towards the end of my school years. What we got? But yeah, what general consensus on Brexit in your world? Your opinion on Trump? You're hilarious and intelligent. Hilarious, yes. Intelligent, I'm not quite sure. Really see that combo. Well, Angela, it's... Over the last couple of months, if I lived in America, I probably would vote Trump at this moment in time. Just because of the way I'm seeing a lot of things that are happening on Twitter and everything else. And obviously, you got a lot of things going from, coming from the conservative side and the Republican side. You got a lot of it, and this is very hard to think of something to go for them. But I probably would vote Trump at this moment in time. That's only because with Biden, I don't think Biden is fit to run. To be honest with you, I don't think Trump's fit enough to run. But those are the options you got at this moment in time. And why does I need to get a haircut, guys, I'm telling you. Look at this. Look at that for hair. I need to get a haircut. Look at that. Yes, I do have an afro, by the way. It is an afro. Because I do have South African blood in my family. In my nan's side, actually, my mum's side. And my mother is Greek. So say no more. We got Greek and I got South African. It's great. What's Boris doing now, Judith? I didn't really see it tonight. Yeah, Carol, get over here. Oh, Ed Boon doing that is just amazing. Still to this day, I love it. Get over here. The arcade at Blood console did not. Yes, true. I remember over here we had on the SNES there was a code you could put in, and same on the Mega Drive, where you could actually get the blood, but otherwise it was like green or just was nothing coming off. Growing up is just burning out. It is growing up. We shouldn't grow up. None of us should. Yes, 49 still gaming and watching anime. Great, it's amazing still. Like saying, my Miss Glow, I have very curly hair. It's very thick as well. Very thick. And it's just, it needs to be gone now. Because I don't know what it is. In the summer, I normally keep it at like a moderate length. In the winter, I normally have either a one all over or just get rid of it. I'm just stupid. That's just me though. Alex Kidd on Sega Master System. Born and raised in Portland, and I am now a registered Republican. I thought it would never happen, but yeah, desperate times. It is. It's some of the things I'm seeing. I'm just like, oh wow. Again, here in the UK, I'm exactly the same with certain things. It's with this whole COVID case and this whole thing, the way Boris Johnson and his people have looked after the country. Well, looked after the country. It's just terrible. You know, they're like, oh, this can happen, but don't do this. But you can do it. It's like, well, is it yes or no? You're a Frenchie. Oh, oui, monsieur. Yes. I actually did take A-level French in, well, say it's high school now, isn't it? But I used to call it comprehensive school. So it's crazy. There's nothing wrong with being Irish. Nothing. Tiffany, that is exactly true. It's like here in the UK at the time when all this was going on, when they were running again, and you know, Labour, Tories, and it's just like you had Boris Johnson or you know Vanessa May or whatever, all these other people, and then you had another team which for Labour I was like, Corbyn, you're not much better, mate. You know, it's again, it's the same like with the American presidents. I look at it and I think you really do need someone who's not young, but someone who's been around a little bit, they know politics, and they have a good outline. Something around Obama's age when he first went in. I think that is perfect for running the countries and all this kind of thing. Because if you do have someone, say like Trump, Biden, who are in their 70s, nearly 80s, or even in their 80s, it's like, you're not going to be around for long, and you've been trying so long, in Biden's case anyway, been going around so long, trying to become president and everything else, and it hasn't succeeded. Do you really think that your ideas would work in today's values? I personally don't think they would. Same goes for Trump, really, because it's just like, wow, okay, you know, he's done a few things, but he also hasn't. But again, that's every single leader in the world. They all promise something. They do a little bit, but then they don't. 400 days without government, yeah, now we need one. Do you like the newest Mortal Kombat, Carol? I do. I absolutely love number 11. And next month we get Rambo. Sod and Melina and, you know, and all them, and Ring. I cannot wait to get Rambo. Rambo against Robocop. Oh, haven't you? I saw something like that and I was like, yep, bye-bye, turned off. I was like, how can these celebrities, like, oh, you must do it. They must be so bored out of their minds because they can't make movies properly. They're like, oh, I know. People should know my political stance. No one cares about. Hey, at least if they were, yeah. Yeah, he has. Biden's been in politics for 47 years, say nearly 15 years. 50 years, not 15. And it's absolutely crazy. To be honest with you, this guy would do better. Edgar Allan Poe. He would do so much better for anyone. Belgian. Right, not even a real country, yeah. We could listen to your accent all day and all night. Angela, I do not think so at this moment in time. Judith Law sounds like he's doing a microwave dinner. Still have a functional Sega Master System, runs fine. Still, sarcasm, I still got mine. Was yours the first edition or was yours the second? My first one was a big one, about that big, and the cartridge in the top, and it had, was it Roadworks or MotoGP, something like that on it was. And Double Dragon was my first game on it. I don't have a Switch. My niece is getting one for Christmas, so I'm going to be stealing hers for a couple of days when she has to go to school. Oh, I'll have your Switch, I'll look after it for you, you know, that sort of thing when I take her to school. And I'll be like, yeah, you know, just leave your Switch with me, I'll charge it. Yeah, I'll look after it. I'll just be there all day, like, all day. Oh, yeah, sarcasm the same. The big ass long one, like how big it was. I still got mine. I actually gave it to my friend, Stephen the barber. His shop is just tons of vintage things. So have a little look, actually, see what I got of his shop. Because his shop is just incredible. Everything he's got in it, it's just full on. It's just full on geekiness. It's great. Right. because at the moment he's actually into RC cars. And say he's been my barber now for, oh bloody hell, 27 years? Oh my god, I'm old. 27 years. Right, as I was saying, getting back to what we were doing. Right, come on, where is it, Steve? Where is it? So yeah, with my barber, he loves vintage. Anything vintage he loves. So vintage consoles, Star Wars toys, Thundercats, He-Man, you name it. He has it all. And his shop is just absolutely... Oh, come on. Where is it? We need a good photo, Steve. I will find you one, guys. I do promise I will find one. I will. So this is what he's taking things down, because obviously he had to shut down for a while. You can see that. But... Oh, wait, can we come back a bit? Wait there. I'm gonna have to turn the autofocus on a minute. There we go. That was his shop just before lockdown. So look at that! Oh my god, we gotta get this off the screen. There we go. Yeah, so his shop, he just loves tons of vintage. Why has we got first still good, although I had to remake the controller. Oh, what happened? It didn't smash, did it? Because the two buttons, they normally get sticky. Oh, Alaska, Angelina. I've always wanted to go to Alaska and New York. Those are the two places I want to go most in the world. So if I ever am up there, I will let you know. Oh, Judith, I am old. I feel old. Share screen. Oh, Leanne, do you want the one of the Sega Master System, is it? If it is, I'll pull it up right now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't care about that. Go away. So, for the Sega Master System, if the one we're talking about, this is the one that I used to have. Which is there. This one right by here is what I used to have. It was my first one. And again, obviously there was that was my first console. ZX Spectrum was my first computer, which still blows my mind. My grandfather bought that for me. Finally matured like a nice whiskey. That's what I like to say about that. But the way I feel sometimes, though, ugh, I just want to crawl into bed and just like, yeah, just leave me. Just leave me. Let the crows have it. Oh, no. Sarcasm, that is... Oh, reprint. Oh, nice. Yes, that is the one. Tiffany. Okay, we're not old. We're not old. 34, I'm not old. Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, see, that was one of the... Yeah, still got it, Leanne. That was my first ever console. So the first computer I had was the ZX Spectrum, which I'll put in here. Which is that there, the ZX Spectrum. That was my first ever computer for me. And you had like the little monitor you could do, and that one is how you actually played the games. Which, when you show people this, and a lot of people, if the ones who've had this, will probably realise as well. A lot of people look at you this day and age and they're like, what's that? I actually showed a cassette to my niece, who's 9, remember, and she went, what's this? I just wanted to backhand her with the cassette. Like, how dare you say, what's this? This is one of the greatest things ever. Alex will say, mine actually came in MotoGP, I believe. So, what was the game? Not games, game. That's the one there. Don't know if you can't see it because of my big old face. This one right here though, this one here, that's the game that came with it for me. and it was amazing. And I gotta admit, one of my favourite games on it was actually Black Belt. One of the best games I've ever played. And a matter of fact, let's zoom on down. Fingers crossed we don't get fucking tagged for this one. But, this by here. This was my favourite. Yeah! A lot of people, if they had this Master System, would know this. This is still one of the best games I ever had. That is true. Different games came with different countries. This one, just side-scroller. The kick, that's all you could. And the punch as well. It was one of the most easiest games ever. But it was just, oh my god. It was just so much fun. I'm going to stop that now because I don't want to get this one stopped. Bloody hell, things I'm doing just to not get bloody done. You know what? I need to get a button just to do this automatically for myself. But yeah, so that game there was just one of my all-time faves. Absolutely loved Black Belt. I still do, actually. I think it's a great game. No, I did have a spectrum. I'm 34. My sister is... oh my god. She's 37. My sister's 37. I think in 1983 she was born. And my grandfather gave her one. And obviously, I was like, oh, as a kid, what are you giving her whatever this was? And I was like, oh, I want to play. So he got me one. And one of the things as well, my grandfather... oh, Double Dragon sarcasm, yes. Yes, Judith, that was one of the best games ever. 8-Bit Jungle, yes, tons of it. It's, yeah, so, Giselle, I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I am sorry. It's, my grandfather was always into computers, always. And the first computer he had, the old BBC computers, and IBM and all this kind of stuff. Judith, oh, thank you. If I have a shave, I do look young, I must admit. Black Belt, he says it was on the Sega Master System, it was. And it was one of the greatest games ever. Super Metroid on the SNES, oh yes. Love that game, still do actually. I still play the emulator on the PC. But, yeah, I'll always remember my grandfather. He had an IBM. One of the first IBM home computers for in the late 80s, and it was amazing. I must admit, he had Prince of Persia and he had chess. Those are the two only games he had on it, and I played them till it broke. And then I'll always remember we went to PC World here in the UK, which. It still is around, but it's not that good anymore. I've had so many, and I mean so many, issues with PC World since when I've gone up there in the last couple of months. But we went there, and he was like, oh, I want a new computer, I've got this, I've got that, I want a brand new one, I want top of the range, I want top spec, as they did back then. And he had a 1 gig hard drive. And I'll always remember the guy was like, you'll never need any memory ever again. And I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. It was a 20-inch monitor. It was a huge-ass monitor. Obviously a big block one at the back as well. And the little hard drive was like that big. The screen was on top. You press the button. Sorry. Just beating you up there. And it came up like that. You put the disc and all this in. And... when he said that was it, he never needed any memory ever, and he was like, this is it, this is amazing. You got internet, which was the dial-up modem, 56k. It was like if you wanted to use the phone, you had to hang the internet up and everything else. And I remember it, and then all of a sudden, now look at it, Call of Duty is 200 gig on the PlayStation 4, and there's the guy back then, 30 years ago, well, no, it's less, 25 years ago around there, actually, yeah, 25 odd years ago. He's like, 1 gig of memory, I'll never need any more. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Sonic rules, classic Sonic, not the new ones. Yeah, I do like the originals, I must admit. Sonic, is it Sonic Rush or Sonic Games, something like that? Wasn't too bad, I must admit. See, so Metroid, yeah. Killer Instinct, absolutely love Killer Instinct. My favourite character is Jago, always has been. And the music for Killer Instinct was just phenomenal, it still is. Along with the Mortal Kombat theme, best fighting game music ever. So good. Earthworm Jim to this day, yes. Castle Wolfenstein, yes. One of the first ever horror video games as well, that was. Sarcasm, one of the first ever ones. I think it predates Resident Evil by a couple of years. But what was the first ever horror game, I believe? First ever horror game. Alone in the Dark, 1992 for the PC. Wow. I remember that actually, if anyone's from the UK, or maybe just over in, Belgium and Ireland. Anyone remember Games Master, the TV series? If anyone remembers that, Alone in the Dark was always on it, always. And I must admit, I did actually really enjoy it. So what else we got going in chat, guys? What we got? I saw, Miss Glow, I saw that a lot of the stuff is online from now, and like I say, I'm buying, my niece is getting a Switch for Christmas off my sister, so I'm like, I'll buy her a game, and I actually got my eyes set on the Super Mario 64, Mario All-Stars 3D one, so I'm like, I'll get that, then I can play it. Good thinking, see? I haven't got to spend a couple £100 on it, she does. I spend £40 on the game and I can play it. Just say it's hers. Yes, Games Man. And Nightmare. Oh, Nightmare. So good. Judith, yes, it was a long time ago. Baptism Born Again chat rooms and AOL. Oh my god, AOL. AOL. I remember them. I remember that. Wow. Say with a dial-up. Yahoo as well. Yahoo chat rooms. No, we are showing our age for the internet. Ugh. Back in the old, yeah, it does. I'm back there still, mate. Sometimes I say in my attic, I still got a lot of the old stuff that I used to keep. Well, also I used to keep. No, I got a lot of the stuff I keep now is the old stuff. That's what I meant to say. And a lot of the stuff for all the method scotch. I can't actually say anything bad about that because I used to drink a shit ton of scotch and everything else. And now I'm on morphine. So it's like, yeah, why not? My teeth are still here though. Yeah, the chat rooms, Yahoo chat rooms, yeah. It was some of the chat rooms back then, they were a little... they were a little bit risque to what they are now, sort of thing. It was almost like anything goes. It's almost a bit like how 4chan is now, and that's what the chat rooms used to be. One of my first video games was Another World. Member Berries. Oh my god, I love them. Has anyone seen the pandemic episode now of the South Park episode? I watched it last week, and I must admit, one of the funniest things I've seen in a long, long time. I think that's because they literally just take the piss out of everything that everyone knows. And I thought that was great. Remember? Disney movie. Oh. Thank you, Judith. I do like to try and make people laugh. That's I do like the most. Remember the shooter game Zombie for Dreamcast? Oh, House of the Dead. House of the Dead, I used to love that. Yeah, it's, like I say, with the morphine now, mate, I've been on it since... August 2018. So it's going to be very tough, I know that. My friend's mum had her hip replaced 2 years ago, and she was on morphine at the time, and obviously she had to come off it and everything else, and she was like, yeah, it's going to be a pain for you, it's going to be so hard for you when you come off it. And I was like, yeah, I saw what she went through, and it was horrible. I must admit, it was literally like she had the flu for like a week, and I was like, oh my god, have I got to go through that sort of thing? So, but at the moment though, I just need to get my injections back so I can get them every 6 months, go through them a couple, and we'll see how it goes from there. Give me a second. Just, my mate's asking me what's going on. Just showing him that I'm live. And, so I've seen a lot of stuff that she went through, and it was horrible to see her go through it, because I love Lorraine a bit. She's like a second mum. And I was just like, oh my god, so we need to get off it, as soon as I can, sort of thing. Morphine sulfate, that's what I'm not on the oxy. I am on the morphine sulfate, so it's not too bad. But a lot of the other things I'm on, which knocks me for 6. It's, it's 2018 is when I started going on all of this, and 2011 is when I broke and tore my knee apart. See, literally, when you're young, don't think you're invincible. I thought I was. No, a lot of stupid shit. And, I need to get a new bloody, boom arm. Yeah, so I tore and broke my knee apart, all the ligaments, you name it. I was out of action for like 3 years in total. I was like, yes, great, got back. A year later, I thought I was, superhuman, which you do when you're drunk, which I must admit. And, kind of broke a bone in my back, which caused the disc to go. I'm laughing at it now, literally, because I'm like, it's such a stupid idea back then and what it was like. But I'm like, you know what? Yes. And someone might be asking what I'm doing now. Well, we'll have a little look. Just gonna pull something else up. Right. Yeah, so it's WD-40. You know what? I was thinking of that, but there's actually a new arm I want to get, which it looks better than this. It's just like £4, which was just amazing at the time. But I need to get a new mic, because this one is like, it covers my face. Look how big this is. Just huge. So I need to get a new microphone. I need to get a new boom arm to go with it. So it's ghost-proof. Checking in your drawers is useful. Always is. Always good. Just found the Ghostbusters game for the Sega. Which Ghostbusters game? The real Ghostbusters? See, sorry guys, my mate's like, what am I doing still? And I've just said I'm live, so. Ain't got it on my phone. There we go. Right. Yeah, so I have 3 missing discs from being a tough guy and refusing to work smart. Yes. It's when you look at certain things, and when people tell you you need to be careful on what you do, and don't be stupid, do this, do that, rehab and everything else. I was like, no. I was young. I was 24 when they happened, my knee, and I was like, yeah, I don't care, I'm young. Still had that mindset, still, and it's wrong. I shouldn't have had it. Am I excited for any new Marvel movies? Black Widow, yes. Doctor Strange 2, yes. And Spider-Man, yes. Everything else, no. If the trailer excites me, is that the best word to put? Is that the best word? It's like, yeah, if they excite me, I'll watch. But apart from that, though, I've seen a lot of things. Like, see, it's Phase 4, isn't it? Phase 4. Marvel, there we go. We'll have a little look. You know what I was thinking? Miss Glow? Yes. Couple of eyes by here. Or even get like those wiggly eyes just sticking by. This is why you people exist. You need to tell me. It does look like the opposite side of a Magic 8 Ball. Right, so yeah, we'll look at the Marvel films, won't we? What's coming out. So, we got, so Black Widow, yes, 100%. Doctor Strange, yes. Spider-Man, yes. Everything else, I'm just like, meh. Which kind of sucks, because obviously there was supposed to be a lot of great stuff coming out. Thor, Love and Thunder, I'm a bit like that. It's, again, I think it's because they're bringing in now, it seems to be for Phase 4, they want to get rid of all the superheroes who's been before him. So obviously, you're still going to have Captain Marvel in there, which, again, watching that film, I was like, yeah, this isn't, I was just upset with that film, and even though with what Brie Larson done, I was like, telling me, Judith, I think my friend is trying to join the conversation, so we'll see how that goes. But I will have to tell him to curb his swearing, because he's a bit like me when we go on games. We are very, very vocal. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of films, and out of them all, say Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Widow, those are my top 3 I want to see. Oh, the TV series, though, I'm actually looking more forward to Moon Knight. Because Moon Knight, I hope, if they get Keanu Reeves, which they're trying to, will be amazing. Ooh, North FC or South FC. Ooh. I'm actually Cardiff City FC. Yes, sarcasm it is. We do need to get rid of Brie Larson, and because to be honest with you, she's not exactly that great as Captain Marvel. She's a great actress, don't get me wrong. I absolutely loved her in Free Fire, which I thought she was amazing. She was fantastic in Room, which she won the Oscar for. But for Marvel, she doesn't seem to be, just great. She doesn't seem to mold and fit the actual thing. She does have a stick up her ass. She does. I think, that's not me. That's the chair, by the way. It's the chair, not me. If it was me, I'd be like, yeah. But with Brie, the way she went about it, and everything she was saying, whilst we got you, challenge all of you to look at the time, yeah, she was a lovely young lady. Nice and witty as you like, seriously. Okay. The only way if I come out is Line of Duty. Oh, no, Meg. Line of Duty is amazing. So good. Yeah, Judith, Fantastic Beasts 3, I really do hope it's better than the second one. The second one wasn't exactly great. And that goes a lot. I hit the desk. The second one, I was very disappointed. Obviously, when I was growing up, I grew up on Harry Potter books. Reading them in school and everything else, in English, you name it, obviously was the in thing. And I was a bit like, you know what? The Harry Potter films are great. Number 4 even scared the hell out of me, the... Is that Azkaban? Oh, no, Goblet of Fire, isn't it? Yeah, Goblet of Fire. That's the one that scared me. I was like, oh my god. But it's such a good film. But we've seen a lot of stuff which is chair farts. They do. It is a chair. See? Yeah. But, yeah, we've seen a lot of stuff. Number 2 wasn't exactly great. I think that's because they tried focusing on too much the story to get down, just so they can say, we have another 4 films coming. So, but I am glad they actually picked Johnny Depp, because Colin Farrell was awesome. He was awesome in the first one, but to show that he was really Johnny Depp, I was like, you know what, that's class. That was cool. Not watch many Marvel films, stamps and Captain Marvel. Belly, you're not missing much. You haven't even got to watch it to understand what's going on. I checked on The Mandalorian and confirmed that. Yes. Oh, you know what, Dave? The Mandalorian, I was like, here we go. Just because of how bad the sequel trilogy was, and I was like, it's going to be that bad. But I watched it, I absolutely enjoyed the hell out of it, and Baby Yoda is probably one of the best things to come out of Disney in a long time. Meg, what models you got in the background? Any Final Fantasy models? No, I haven't got any Final Fantasy models, but what we do have here, we have Ninja Turtles. Predator at the end. I do have a Broly figure at the end, which I was going to get signed by Vic Mignogna earlier this year, but obviously that went up in tits and smoke. I got Scream, which is probably my favourite one. I got Hellraiser. I do collect a lot of the NECA stuff, so it's not really where we go. Yeah, I do collect a lot of the NECA ones, and I don't know why, I just absolutely love them. I just think they're amazing. And we've got quite a few other horror ones by here. As you know, I do love horror. Horror is my number one thing. But we got Freddy, we got Leatherface, Gremlins, we got 3 Jasons, we got Ash from Evil Dead, we got Michael Myers, we got Ninja Turtles, we got Hellraiser, and we got a couple of pops. And out of all the pops I got, this is probably my favourite one, because it's a limited edition. It's a chase one. And my friend, another one has just popped in now. Tits and Smoke. And thank you, Hab. Thank you very much. None of that or you get kicked. Ha! But yes, Hab, and as you can see, yours are by here. See? Got them there. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. See, horror figures all the way. What else we got? Carol is back. Ninja Turtles, Miss Glow, yes, at the very top. It is a Scream figure due to this Ghostface. It's, like I say, I absolutely love horror. Like I say, got the French horror movies coming later this week. Probably do that on the live stream as well. And we'll go from there with that one. But then after that one, we're going to be looking at, say, the Dracula one. Then we got a couple of... I was looking at doing like hybrid horror movies, which it can be very polarizing for a lot of people. You know, comedy ones and all of this kind of stuff. But a couple of good ones can go out there. What have we got by you? Right, a bit that way there. Right, sorry about that. Yes. Yeah, Ninja Turtles I absolutely love, but say for hybrid horror films, you don't get a lot of films in that kind of genre, which mixes everything in one. And one of my favourite ones is what they do is the literally the extreme horror gore, but mixed with a high level comedy. You don't see a lot of them, but again, though, with horror films, I do look and sometimes I laugh and I shouldn't. Irreversible, it's a lot of people don't class it as a horror film, but I would class it as a hybrid one because it is part of the French new wave extremity, which is what all the horror films is. Same as Brise-Moi, which again, not really a horror film, but it's got that kind of violence, which when you had people starting saying about Hostel and Saw and all these other ones, when they're like, oh, it's torture, it's this, that and the other, it's torture P. And I was like, Hostel isn't even that bad, in my eyes anyway. Hills of Eyes, much better film and much more gorier. Avatar 2, yeah, I think with Avatar 2, it's taken too long to come out. I think if it came out 2, maybe 4 years after Avatar 1, it would have done huge business. I still think it will do huge business, but I'm not exactly looking forward to it. I think James Cameron should have just left it at 1 and then moved on to other things. He should have directed Terminator Dark Fate. He should have wrote it as well, because I'm pretty sure it would have been as big as Terminator 2, because the creator has wrote and directed a new Terminator film, you know, the creator of it. But this is what happens. It is a psychological drama thriller, yeah, but it's a lot of other critics around the world put it in French extremity, which is kind of a cool little word. I am a Bond fan. I do love Daniel Craig's Bond. He's my second favourite Bond, but my first is Pierce Brosnan. Again, I was 9 when GoldenEye came out, so with GoldenEye I was like, yes. And obviously playing GoldenEye 64 was just the bollocks. It was a dog's bollocks. It was amazing. But my favourite Bond film, like I say, you had GoldenEye when that came out, but then it turned into Casino Royale. Yeah, the trilogy. I think I got Climax and Enter the Void. I think that was the other one. That, not Gispel or Nispel, something like that. I can't remember. Gasper Nispel. Yeah, I think that's his name, I think. What's up? It's a quote from Scary Movie. It is after. Oh, I haven't seen Scary Movie in such a long time. So good. What else we got? Nice. Love that game. Yeah, the Silent Hill film. Yes, from 2006 or 2007. Absolutely incredible film. And I personally think that's probably the best video game to movie adaptation. It was so good. And one of the things that they did... Oh, of course I've seen Scary Movie 1. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen them all. I got them all. Even got number 5, which is one of the worst horror films ever. Well, horror, one of the worst comedy films ever as well. But yeah, Silent Hill, one of the best movie for game adaptations ever. The second one, not so much. But with the first one, I must admit, Pyramid Head, it was just one of the best things. Seeing him coming in with his big sword behind him, just dragging it along. And when he ripped their skin off, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Because it was actually scary as well. You know, when the fog rolled in, you had the siren. And in the cinema as well, it was so loud. And it's like, oh my god, this is, just goosebumps. I remember having it. Of course, Sean Bean's in a hab. It's the best thing about it. But sadly, though, Sean Bean dies. Come on, you don't want that. What else we got? Favourite Doctor Who actor. My favourite Doctor Who actor is... I am going to say David Tennant. Because, again, I just think he was the best of them all. Yeah, games and movies are tricky. Metal Gear film, it's... Yeah, I don't want to ruin it because Metal Gear Solid is my favourite game series ever. And if they mess that up, it's going to ruin the legacy of the game. If you watch some of the normal French movies, I wouldn't say that's gore or horror. No, that's true. A lot of the normal French films, if they go on par with some of the horror and action, just in like action films, crazy. Favourite Bond actor, Roger Moore. Yeah, Roger Moore was cool, I must admit. He brought a different type of Bondness to it. Yeah, Sean Bean dies is never a spoiler. If it's got Sean Bean in, you know it's, he's gonna die. I don't want to go. What a moment. Yeah, oh. Yes. Pertwee? Yeah, okay. Yeah, not bad. He was a bit different. From Nemesis, my favourite, despite being scary as hell, them chasing. Yeah. Your first game from Resident Evil was Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Oh, nice. Yeah, in the game, he was, well, not the remake anyway. The remake, they turned him into Action Jackson. He was just all over the place. But everything that they had done with him in the film and in the remake is like, oh, this ain't Nemesis. You've turned him into something he's not. In the game, when he could just turn up and just be there, and he's like, oh my god, I've shat my pants. That's what it was. Whiskey, rum, gin or vodka? Ooh. I'm going to go whiskey. I haven't drunk for 2 years though, but whiskey. I got a bottle of, quite a few bottles here actually, which they're unopened. So I need to, get off my drugs. Oh, sorry. Get off my drugs. And get back to what I miss drinking them. I miss the taste of it. Yeah, Tennant was a ladies' man in it. Let's say I'd probably say season 3 is my favourite with him. When you got Donna Noble, and with Donna Noble, oh my god, it was just one of the greatest things ever when they're opposite rooms. She's looking through the door and he's through the window, and it was just comedy gold. I just loved it. Vodka all the way, yeah, that's fair enough. Chose run or fight, yeah, always running against Nemesis. But in the remake, though, he's even on the hardest difficulty, it's just shite, sadly. Because I loved Resident Evil 2 remake, I thought it was absolutely incredible. But then that was it, and it's like, yeah, this is rubbish. Improvise, more heartbreaking. Yeah. It was. I remember that because it was on the documentary when they were going over saying that Matt Smith is the new Doctor. They were showing it, and again, Matt Smith is not bad. He's not a bad Doctor, I must admit, but David Tennant all the way. You know, it's like now at the moment with I can't even remember her name, who she is now at the moment, and she's not a bad actress, but I'm like, yeah, no thank you. Donna, the whole Bad Wolf idea is amazing. I even got a Bad Wolf tattoo. Yes, Andy, it was so good. Least favorite Metal Gear game. My favorite Metal Gear game is Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, which I thought was just incredible. Every single bit of that, going back to the 60s and even having, against the sniper, Time, was it? Old Time, something like that it was called. I can't remember his name. And I used to cheat on that though. I used to save it, get out the game, transfer the clock forward a week, go forward 7 days, and you'd die of old age. But my least favourite, I'd probably go with Metal Gear Solid 4. Because even though it looked incredible, because obviously when it came out, it was like one of the best things ever. But then I was like, yeah, it was too short. Because I believe there's like a speed run of a guy completing it in ridiculous time. I think the time is literally something like, is it 30 minutes or an hour? Something like that. Fastest metal. Fastest. Metal Gear Solid 4 fastest. Yeah, so look at speed run. Because I remember, and it was just crazy because a guy done it in. It was ridiculous. So what we got? So the guy, total play time 4 hours 8 minutes. That was one of the fastest going for it. I believe there is one which is really quite lower than that. But again, no, it was the cutscenes for Metal Gear 4, I believe, because it just looked amazing. It just looked fantastic, I gotta admit. But number 4 was my least favourite. So we got. Yeah, no, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, the messages and the way the game was, well, back then, politics and everything else, political, everyone was like, yes, this is amazing. No, it's just too far in the future. It's very relevant now, which is crazy. Enjoy your walk. Oh, what doggy you got? What doggy? I got a full breed border collie. I love my dog to bits. He's a bit of a git sometimes, but I love him all the world. What else we got in the chat? Like I say, again, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who's dropped by, because it's been great. Just sitting here on the little chat, we're going around, just having a bit of a fun, a bit of a joke. I think it's great. But, it's all going well at the moment. So we got that, we got, what else are we looking at? Handlebar mustaches, you know what? If I could, I wouldn't. I can't even grow one, look at it. It's patchy as hell, I need a shave and a haircut. What am I watching on Netflix? I haven't watched The Umbrella Academy yet, but what I am watching, which I'm halfway through the first season of the Haunted House one, House and Haunting, or whatever it's called. House of Blind Manor is the second one, so I want to watch that one, but I've currently got to watch the first season, because I actually love anything horror. American Horror Story is one of the best for me. So I've watched that so many times. God knows how many times. That's why we got Jodie was the name. Just finished the game. You wax the mustache. Touche. Don't talk about mustaches. It is, Meg. Just that's the one. Haunting of Blind Manor, Andy. That is the one. I'm watching the first season to that one now, even though this is classed as season 1 because it's a new thing. But I believe it's like American Horror Story, like I was just saying. Each season is going to be different, so... Haunting House, yeah, the horror, yes, the one. I'm halfway through the first episode, loving it. And I'm like, you know what? I need to carry on with this. And plus, again, if I don't shave, I look like Jeremiah Johnson. Well, saying about that one here, where you're not shaving. When I done my leg all those years ago, I always remember, I never, because I say I couldn't get anywhere because I was in and out of hospital on my knee. My mate, if he's still here, he knows what I was like. And I had my leg in a brace, everything. Bandages, you name it. And beads like that. My hair was out there. And the only way to describe it was, I actually looked like Howard from the Big Bang Theory when they come back from the North or South Pole. Howard. And I will show you what I look like. It's not a photo of me, but it's a little bit like it. Which, right. Whoop. That's what I look like here. I look like that. Actually, no, Leonard I'd probably say I looked a little bit like that. And, yeah, I was like, after a while, I was like, yeah, I gotta get rid of this. Because it was just so crazy having that much hair, and it was so hot. It was ridiculous. PlayStation 1 before the Psycho Mantis. Yes! You know what? When he first started reading my memory card, I'll always remember, it was Crash Bandicoot, and he goes, oh, you've got this. And I was like, oh my god, what the hell? Then obviously, you got to take it out, plug it in number 2, which was amazing. I did look like a Sasquatch, I did. Delayed Battlestar Galactica. I haven't seen Battlestar Galactica in years. Yeah, they cancelling the Dark Crystal. I have no idea why they did that. Because it was just so damn good. It just looked incredible. And when they announced it the other week, I was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing this? You know? It was just stupid. I don't understand why they thought that was, you know what, we'll get rid of a high-rated show, but we'll keep shit. And that's what they've done. And again, I know it's all about Psycho Mantis, read your memory card on YouTube. Oh, we'll have a little look at this then. We'll have a look. We'll have a little look-see. Right, so we're going to zoom on down. Ooh, no. Oh, wrong one, people. Put me in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I am showing my age. Useless woman. We'll keep it down a little bit. Wrong one. It's the chat, everyone. Say hello. There's no need for words, Snake. I'm Psycho Mantis. That's right. This is no trick. It's true power. It's useless, I told you. I can read your every thought. Now let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. Your past. You are a very methodical man. The type that always kicks his tires before he leaves. You are a highly skilled warrior. I'm pretty sure that was for Gran Turismo, I believe. You are extremely careful of traps. You are either very cautious, or you are a coward. Or you are a coward. Still don't believe me. Now I'll read more deeply into your soul. Well, we're going to stop that by there because I don't want to get any more copyrights. Because knowing me, it probably will happen. Which just sucks. But, what's we got by there? Nothing in there at the moment. What's everyone's thought on the brand new Batman? People liking him, people not liking him. Yeah, say sarcasm. It's very sad because one thing I absolutely loved, which I think a lot of people actually loved, and I know it was one of the highest rated shows they had, and that was Santa Clarita Diet with Drew Barrymore, which was just such a great zombie TV show. It was so good. And they were like, after the third one, yeah, get rid of it. Tons of people, obviously there is a petition online to be like, yeah, can we get it back, please? I'd love it if it came back. But like, you are right though, if it doesn't bring in certain people over time, they get rid of it, which is wrong. What else we got? Don't like the new Batman, Judith? Yeah, I don't know what it is about him, but there's just some things. Because he is a good actor. I will, Sparkly Batman. Yeah. It's, he has done some really good films, I will admit that. But for this, I was very hesitant. Then I saw the trailer, and I was like, oh my god, this looks amazing. And I was like, okay, he actually looks good. And then when he said, I'm vengeance, I was like, oh my god. Because I thought he was going to say, I'm Batman, which I think everyone did. But he said that, and I was like, right, okay. But like Sarcasm's just said as well, a lot of rumours have come out saying that he's very hard to work with. And I'm thinking, how can he be hard to work with when he's not exactly that big of a star? It's almost a bit like Amber Heard syndrome. That's how I look at that anyway. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, because obviously there's been rumours that he's not being professional on set. He's fighting with the director, but they are still filming at this moment. Yeah, supposedly he didn't buff up at all for the role, and I'm like, why? Because when you look at superheroes this day and age anyway, a lot of the people who play superheroes, so, obviously, you had Robert Downey Jr., he got in shape later on in the Iron Man films, but Thor, Chris Evans, all of them, they all just beefed up well for the roles. Oh my god, the hiccups and the burp. Yeah, I heard that he's recovered from COVID, but it's been something else to say that it was a bit of trouble because the director sent him home to buff up and it never worked. But, Okay, Meg, good night. Thank you for staying by and chatting. It's been great. And, yeah, you stay safe too, and I hope you have happy dreams. Right, what else we got? How's everyone doing with the music as well? Is the music just right, or let me know if it's too loud? Because I say, yes, I've been going back and forth between the volume, and I don't know if I'm making a good one or not. But, oh wow, it's 20 past 10 already. Didn't even realise that was the time. Yeah, the new Bats film is meant to be more towards his detective skills, which could be good, but we'll have to wait and see, I think. What else we got on the chat? Love the music. Thank you, Judith. Glad it's I chose a good one, I gotta admit. It's been pretty chill, been pretty nice. The sarcasm, my favourite music is Metallica, Megadeth, those bands. Obviously I can't play them, it'd be copyrighted like that, and I wouldn't have stream. Gone Girl, I absolutely love Gone Girl. David Fincher, definitely top 3 directors for me, along with Chris Nolan and Michael Mann, which is kind of strange because I always thought James Cameron would be in it, but he's not. James Cameron is top 5. But Gone Girl is one of the best those kind of thrillers that I've ever seen. But for me though, David Fincher directed the ultimate serial killer movie in Seven, which that is my number 2 movie of all time as well. I absolutely love Seven. It's one of the best films ever made. It's just so good. Yeah, so yeah, we do agree, sarcasm, we do. say Metallica, Megadeth, all of them, Five Finger Death Punch, which are great when I saw them this year. And what music does your son play, Judith? That'd be interesting to see and hear. Yeah, say obviously the big issue me and my friends have got at the moment is with what's going on after the pandemic, we're a bit like, right, is festivals going to be on next year? Is gigs in local venues going to be on? And a lot of us are like, I doubt it. It's sad because going to live gigs and everything else is what we absolutely love. It's one of the best things that we love doing. Going to festivals. Last year, I went to download and I came back 14 hours later, I believe. Something like that. I had to get my father to come and get me. My dad had to drive in total 6 hours that day just to come and get me because my back was just gone. I couldn't move. I was doped up and I was like, yeah. What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, that ending. Which is kind of interesting because New Line Cinema wanted it gone. They were like, they sent David Fincher their script with the head in the box. And then they were like, oh, it's amazing. And they're going, no, that's a different ending. He's like, no, I want this ending. Which they did, and now look at this. The greatest serial killer film ever. With Gone Girl, did you see the similarities with Amber Heard? I did. It's the Amber Heard situation with Gone Girl. Perfect example. Semi-famous person literally just destroying someone's life. Perfect, which it was. I got tickets for Rammstein. Yes, obviously Rammstein was meant to be this year in Cardiff Millennium Stadium, or the Principality Stadium, whatever you want to call it now. And that's been pushed back to next year. But again, we're a bit like, we can't see it going on, which sucks. Because festivals are one of the greatest things anyone can ever go to. And just to attend one, just to get that experience is amazing. Recommend any videos. What kind of videos, Liam, would you be after? Because I do have a number of videos I could recommend. Are we on about films, or are we just on about like on YouTube, or... What are we looking at? Excuse me, my voice has gone down. My voice. Yeah, Amber is a bunny boiler, 100%. She, to me, she takes the biscuit. She's more than Glenn Close in in Fatal Attraction. American Werewolf in London. Oh, I absolutely adore that film. So good. Along with The Howling as well. Are you a believer? Memory, what kind of believer first? Aliens, 100%. Any of you ever go to the Female Metal Voices Fest? No. We, me and my friends, we actually want to do a lot of the festivals in France. We want to do Hellfest. We want to go to, what's it called? There's Hellfest in France we want to go to. We want to go to, what's the big one in Belgium? Is it in Belgium? They basically are the same bands as Bloodstock here. And, oh my god. In Jesus, memory, I am actually an atheist. My mother was brought up in a Jehovah's Witness household, and my father was a strict Roman Catholic. Which, when you think about it, is a strange household to be brought up in. But, again, they never forced me to any of it. Like I said, I'm an atheist, and that's why I do look into religion, because I find religion very interesting. I do find it very, very interesting. Wacken, well done, Harb, that's the one, Wacken. Harb, you had to come in, didn't you? You had to come in and say they're here. Yes, that's the one we want to go. And, like I say, we need it. Yeah, GTA 3, yeah, played. I see, I've actually got them all on the PS4, because you can buy them all again on the store. Yes, Harb, we need to go to Wacken. Well, I'll drive, obviously, for that one, and I won't be drinking, but I'll have to come up my back better. I've just told them about the download incident from last year. but yeah, we got a couple of we want to do, so, but we're still like, we can't see it happening next year, which sucks. But that's the way it is at the moment. The world is shit. Yeah, Hellfest just looks awesome as hell. Just looks so good. That's the one we were on about, Sarkaf and Jimmy Wacken. And say there's been so many all over Europe. We're like, we gotta go to this one, go to that one. But then say when we look at tickets, they're sold out instantly, which just shows how good the festival is. But we do miss festivals. Miss going to just gigs in general, local ones. Acts 238. Okie dokie memory, we'll have a little look. Oh mate, the bus ride for download was what, 220 quid I think? Yeah. A very expensive bus ride. Yeah, didn't get my money back at all for that, the bastards. But again, no, that was my own fault. Right, we need to go back a minute because I think the music has ended. So we'll go back to the beginning. But yeah, it was a very expensive bus ride. Yeah, I can see Download surviving, I can see Bloodstock surviving here in the UK. Mostly because they're the big rock ones, and I think they will be put on. But we've seen a lot of issues in the community, well, in the rock community. They're all going on that Bevan from ELO was a member of Black Sabbath. Was he one of the original ones, or just on and off? But yeah, there's a lot of things, obviously, with the roadies and everyone else who sets up, because a lot of them aren't making any money. So they may not be available if they go back. Excuse me. You know what? Next, I'll tell you, when we do a live stream next, I'll be doing we'll do the French extreme horror movies. I'll show that live. We'll have a little talk through it. And we'll just go from there then. So, probably the next one will probably be on Friday. We'll do a lot of horror-related stuff and probably be around the same time. Which, it's coming up to 10:30 for me. We have been on here since 8 o'clock, which is actually really good. I never expected to be this long on here. But thank you, each and every one of you, for coming along. It's been great talking to you all. We've seen some great stuff. And have a nice evening, and I'll see each and every one of you soon. Show that live. Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming along. It's been great talking to you all. We've seen some great stuff. And have a nice evening, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.